Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, supernova star keepers of eternal primordial alchemy. As all our starseed earth angelics of the 144 prepare for tomorrow's new moon and partial solar eclipse in Virgo on Sunday, September 21st, followed by the equinox a day later in Libra on Moon Day, the 22nd, we enter into the pure awareness of Buddha mind and hold the still center in our sacred hearts and minds as we fully anchor into the crystalline core of Gaia, our vision and frequency of our 5D heaven on earth paradise. Our local Solaris continues to assist our ground crew team, releasing 4 C-class solar flares as our great projector in the sky flashes the new creation codes, shifting the projection into our higher state of consciousness of Homo Luminous, enlightened light bodies of our 12th dimensional homeland and into the quantum field forevermore. We also witnessed a minor spike in the heartbeat of Mother Earth today at 10 Hertz, followed by 7 hours of blackout on the Schumann charts as we enter the stillness of the void beyond the event horizon and through the singularity of all space-time continuums into our new Edenic ascension timeline of peace and abundance for all our good people of the new Earth. Keep going through and through and through until total and complete compression breakthrough as supernova conscious, expansive ones of infinite light and infinite life. A'ho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, Keen 47, Blue Galactic Hand of our Universal Alliance of Light with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end where we release a powerful divine decree of the Eclipse Gateway. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And now we continue with Divine Sister of the Light, Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy. Beauty will save the world. This is her enthronement. Remember who you are. Your true roots matter. The time for the great breakthroughs beyond the limiting beliefs of the old self world is here, because all seals have been opened since August 12th, and the macrocosm and microcosmic kundalini is here. You are free. Let your body heal. Honor and glory to the Holy Mother. Blessings to all. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777. Right after the new moon solar eclipse, we have the equinox. The equinox will finally bring some balance into this chaotic eclipse energy. Spiritually, it's seen as a powerful time when the energies of light and dark, inner and outer, masculine and feminine, are in perfect harmony, a moment to reset and realign with your soul's path. The key themes now are balance and integration. The equinox marks a point when day and night are equally long. The energy invites you to look at where your life is out of balance and bring harmony into it. Reset and renewal. The equinox is a gateway for personal transformation. It's a good time to release what no longer serves you and set intentions for the new season ahead. Declutter and detox. Spiritual alignment. Equinoxes are portals of heightened energy, where the veil between worlds is thinner. This makes it an ideal time for meditation, connecting with your higher self, and tuning into divine guidance. On Sunday, we have the powerful Virgo new moon solar eclipse everyone is talking about, and a day after the equinox. It is going to be a busy weekend energy-wise. You can expect some triggering and some other surprises. What can I tell you you already don't know? Eclipses are cosmic events that illuminate our karmic path and serve as checkpoints. No more waiting for something to happen. We are guided to act in a new way, to go into the direction we need to go. We will be challenged and triggered to understand which relationships, ways of living are worth our time and which are not. If we keep ignoring the guidance of our soul, the eclipse energy will end the old and kick us into the new. Solar eclipses bring resets, new beginnings, and unexpected opportunities. The sun, our external experience, is obscured by the moon, our internal world, and starts a change within. We will be able to see what we need to do next to finally clear what we have been avoiding for so long, one way or the other. And today, from Divine Brother of the Light, Richard Rudd, Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA. Gene Key 46, Through the Lens of Delight, Meeting the Truth of Ecstasy, September 20th through 26, 2025. Seriousness, delight, ecstasy. We might think that ecstasy takes place in some far-off spiritual dimension. It takes place right here among human beings. We are natural-born ecstatics. To allow that level of beauty into our inner being, we have to unlearn many of our masculine traits. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways. And from the Yi Ching, the classic book of change, hexagram 46. Pushing upward, gentle wood within the soil of the earth. Great new life joyously sprouts from a tiny constricted seed buried in the dark. Ecstasy is unity through clarity. Delight is orientation through intuition. Seriousness is dislocation through unease. Receiving intention. The superior man accumulates small increments of virtue until it becomes high and great. From GeneKeys.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Celia Fenn. 20th of September, Equinox and the expansion of the violet flame. So we are approaching the big equinox, partial solar eclipse, and new moon in Virgo. A culmination point of these energies, kind of like a crescendo. I don't know if any of you have noticed, as I have, the increase in violet light in the light spectrum. I first saw it about 10 days ago, and it has only increased. The violet flame is intensifying as we are increasingly working with alchemical processes as we head into this new phase. The purpose of the violet flame is to transmute and cleanse lower frequency energies, to allow them to ascend in frequency. I have noticed that this violet flame energy appears with the gold of the Christ flame. It is truly a regal and beautiful energy, an angelic energy that is working to transmute the low-frequency energy on the planet. We can expect that as we complete the 2025 Virgo transit and move into Libra on the 22nd, 23rd, that the energies will continue to be intense and beautiful. Let us focus on what is beautiful and harmonious and loving. Let's create an earth that is filled with the miracles of life. We are blessed to be here at this time and to be the ones who hold the energy for the grounding of the new earth and the new species of golden Christ human beings on earth. From CeliaFenn.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Shay, from Numbers by Shay Numerology. 9/20/25. As you move deeper into New Earth, your senses will become enhanced, more intuitively intelligent, more nuanced, and more impactful. Your physical senses will sharpen with sensitivity, and your sixth sense will become your greatest resource. Today's right action is to listen, with ears and insight both. The background hum of the daily life we take for granted. The songs of nature and the breeze and the earth. The rhythms of the heart that pulse throughout your body, and then focus inward with reverence to the source of your existence, waiting for you to fill yourself with all you have been given, and then to listen for all it has yet to share. From Divine Sister of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, the plasmatic transmissions from the eclipses, our central sun, and auroras are transforming the crystalline Earth's core. In the moment, these non-physical crystalline filaments particles, and lack of a better word to describe what cannot be explained physically, touch Earth's magnetic fields. They start co-creating at all levels with Earth, the elementals, and all living beings. There are important advancements, as many of you working on it know, occurring in our Earth's core that are impacting all of us deeply, especially our foundations, our sense of belonging, security, and abundance. For as we transfigure our three-dimensional chakras, so do our survival fears and all the trauma we have embedded within them. The eclipses, as great sources of plasma, assist us in shifting all lower energies, creating the change within ourselves to start the process of physical ascension, helping us transform ourselves so our lives can also be transformed. This is a time when our foundations, our homes, the location we live in, and everything else that keeps us attached to the old versions of us and space is disappearing as we let go of our old selves. We need to create new foundations for our new lives, for we now think and feel differently than we did a year ago. Even the slightest change has a profound impact on our being, light body, and lives. Be compassionate and patient with yourself. Be patient in becoming someone you have not been before. Today and during the next months, we will be immersed in the reconstruction of our DNA, physical lives, and light bodies, uniting all so that the same balance and unity can reign in our lives. The infusion of the many plasma orbs, emanations, now received, can feel overwhelming when we are not yet balanced in our heart-brain, and our heart centers are altered by outer situations that take away our peace or any other past trauma. This is why at this time it is crucial to reinforce our connection to our soul and monadic self, to continue receiving the support of our main guide of all, our divine God self-source. Often when we do not know how to proceed, the best action is none rather than acting impulsively. This is a time when we need to work on surrendering trust and having complete faith in the divine, for it is orchestrated all in a way we may not understand, in times we may not comprehend yet, but it will be what we need for our journey, for it is not about what we want but what we need. May you always remain centered in your heart's illumined and harmonic essence, beloveds. Have a blessed eclipse with an infinite love from NataliaAlba.com. 144 flowing in. And today from Divine Brother of the Light Diego E. Berman, Ph.D., the September Eclipse Passageway, September 7th through 21st, 2025. Day 13, Collapsing and Opening Timelines. Dear friends, the day before the solar eclipse on Sunday, September 21st, feels like the last breath before a plunge, a hush that carries both hesitation and fierce expectancy. The air itself seems charged, as if every small thing is holding its place to be rearranged. People notice it in the little things. A pause before answering, dreams that linger when you wake, a sudden clarity about choices that until now felt foggy. This is the moment when the collective field tightens into a single, sharp thread. Everything that's been simmering through the eclipse corridor since early September lines up at the edge of resolution. Because the eclipse falls at the close of an energetic corridor, its twilight day amplifies endings. The equinox energy, the seasonal pivot of balance and equal light, presses in from the wings, intensifying release and recalibration, where the eclipse asks us to clear out what no longer serves. The equinox asks us to measure what remains and give it a home. Together they make a potent 1-2. The eclipse unroots what's been holding you in old patterns, and the equinox helps you set the newly free parts into a fresh orientation. Expect sudden recalibrations. Decisions that once seemed impossible now land with unexpected ease. Relationships and projects reach a natural, unmistakable turning point. On the physical level, this combination can be felt like a symptom and a blessing at once. Bodies might respond with fatigue or a low-grade restlessness as stored tensions unravel. Some feel a surge of energy that is best channeled into gentle movement, breath work, or grounding practices. Sleep can shift, vivid dreams, early awakenings, or a deep cleansing sleep, all part of the nervous system clearing a backlog of unresolved charge. Honor these somatic signals. Hydration, slow stretching, and moments of silence help integrate the unspooling energies rather than being tossed by them. Emotionally, the day before the eclipse can be raw and remarkably lucid. Old narratives surface, not to punish, but to be seen and neutralized. You may find tears rising without a clear cause, or a surprising lightness where grief once lived. This is karmic house cleaning, ancestral threads and recurring storylines that have woven through your family or past lives often present themselves now for resolution. The key is to witness rather than fix. By observing patterns with compassion, you permit genuine closure, which breaks cycles rather than simply postponing them. Looking forward, the closure of this corridor reshapes timelines. Decisions made or seeds released during this window will reverberate for months. Paths that once felt inevitable can diverge. New opportunities may appear that are aligned with a truer version of your life's arc. The equinox's balancing force helps you orient toward sustainable growth rather than temporary excitement. Treat the days that follow as a calibration period. Small intentional acts, journaling intentions, setting boundaries, choosing nourishing routines will compound into meaningful shifts. What ends at the eclipse isn't simply a loss. It's the clearing of space for deeper, longer-term realignment. Have a wonderful day and stay tuned for more updates as we cross this pivotal energetic threshold. Much love. We are one. From DiegoBerman.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel, we have and are moving through the vast cosmic portal of no return. It can feel like a splintering, a shattering, fragmentation of the persona, the ego, as now only the highest soul self, the immortal soul, remains. From JudithKusel.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Colleen Lemma. On Saturday, September 20th, the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo is gearing up for tomorrow's event. However, today's energies are enough to steal the show. Venus, ruler of love, partnerships, resources, and values, in discerning Virgo, is creating a few difficult aspects. She will be in an inconjunct to Neptune, ruler of deception and escapism, and to Pluto, planet of power and control. She will also challenge Uranus, ruler of liberation and redirection. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are the evolutionary planets, so the divine feminine is evolving in her perception regarding relationships, finances, and self-worth. She may have to make a few adjustments in her mindset to move out of previous and familiar patterns, but the desire to free herself is strong. Mars, ruler of action and forward movement, and normally balanced Libra, is making an inconjunct to Saturn, planet of restrictions and karmic lessons, and vacillating Pisces. There is a desire to shift into more harmonious and peaceful relationships and situations, but Saturn's influence regarding soul contracts and assignments that our soul chose to experience is wanting to make sure that we have learned what we came here to learn. We may be guided to traverse old ground before we can graduate to the next level. And the Sun, ruler of our potential and individuality, and logical Virgo, is opposing Saturn, ruler of limitations and responsibility, and spiritual Pisces. The Virgo-Pisces axis is about healing both physically and spiritually. Focus on using the alchemical energy of Virgo with the mystical energy of Pisces to release, let go, and transmute aspects of your body, mind, and energy field that are calling to be realigned in order to move through the solar eclipse portal into a new beginning. Blessings of love and light to all, from ColleenLemma.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Venus in Virgo, square Uranus retrograde in Gemini, and quincunx Neptune retrograde in Aries, and Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Mars in Libra, quincunx Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Dancing with fate, Venus twirls between the heavyweights, attempts to keep her touch light and heart open. But sometimes it's hard to know what to do for the best when so many different elements tug for attention. Even the best laid plans can be upended by unpredictable elements. The trick is to keep our center, to hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Somewhere between the two lies the reality we inhabit. Maybe we just need to learn to love the world that we are in. It doesn't mean giving up the fight to make things better. Instead, it means choosing carefully where to place our energy. Some objectives require gentle handling, a sustainable approach, endless patience. This isn't the time for quick fixes or easy answers. But here is a chance to free the heart from unworkable solutions. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Sometimes happiness is found in the most unexpected places. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 180, Yellow Spectral Sun. Tone 11 with its keywords liberate, dissolve, and release, illuminates the 11th day of the White Dog wave spell, offering a refreshing break like opening a window to let a cool breeze sweep away tension. This 13-day journey, the 14th chapter of the Tzolk'in's 20, centers on growing through love, loyalty, and heart. But today's spectral energy frees you from that focus, like taking a day off to relax. Let go of your agenda, perhaps by setting aside plans to enjoy a carefree moment and feel untethered. Yellow Sun radiates enlightenment, universal fire and life, shining light on new insights, like discovering a fresh perspective that shifts your path. If you're a sun, this day brings relief after a challenging wave spell, empowering you to shine. For everyone, knowledge gained today, perhaps through a sudden realization, liberates you, upgrading your understanding and fueling growth in this heart-centered journey. Guided by Yellow Sun, this double dose amplifies enlightenment, like basking in bright sunlight to see clearly. As with magnetic, rhythmic, and spectral days, Sun's self-guided energy sharpens your focus without external pull, urging you to embrace insights, perhaps by reflecting on a recent lesson, to align with the wave spell's loving essence. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Spectral Sun, 11 A'ho, Keen 180, 20th of September 2025, Liberating Enlightenment. Keen 180 equal 9. Destiny, service, compassion, humanity, grace, liberating our light. Day 11 in the White Dog wave spell of unconditional love, loyalty, devotion, service, friendship, and faith. We are uncovering and healing all that separates us from source love in order to be love. Today we are liberating our light. We are liberating the love within us through shining our light independently and dissolving all that is not light through the power of love. Tone of creation, spectral, is the 11th tone of creation. It operates in the emotional realm, and its actions are that of dissolving, releasing, and liberating. So today is all about emotional release. Allow that energy and motion to be expressed and dissolved. Allow the tears, the laughter, the joy to be expressed. No holding back. Connect with your higher wisdom, giving you the intelligence to carve a new path of liberation. This is a very powerful opportunity to release core wounding of old ancient ancestral patterns and cycles, choosing to release and liberate all that no longer serves our well-being. These are very powerful energies at work to create final closure, dissolving all impediments to you finally claiming your true sovereignty. Tone 11 symbolizes a gateway and polarity, inviting you to step through into a new, more divine reality in your perfected, golden Christed body. The liberation gate is fully open today. Today's question is, What do I need to dissolve and release in order to liberate more love and light and rise as an enlightened sovereign being? Divine blessings for releasing all shackles, to liberate all your love and pure delight. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66, Keen 180, Yellow Spectral Sun. The mantra, the code for today is, I dissolve in order to enlighten. Releasing life, I seal the matrix of universal fire with the spectral tone of liberation. I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Angel of the Light, Meet in the Sky, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to support our work, our mission, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Or if you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork. You can purchase our beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a very powerful divine decree of the Eclipse Gateway. I am the living womb of creation, the serpent of eternal renewal, the keeper of the ancient blood and the sacred flame. Through the power of this eclipse corridor, I shed all skins of pain, betrayal, fear, and silence. I release ancestral trauma, karmic bindings, and hidden shadows. From my womb, my throat, my root, and my lineage, by the blessing of the Great Mother, Ma Kamakya, Durga, Kali, Inanna, Isis, and the infinite goddess within, I reclaim my holy body as temple, my voice as oracle, my blood as cosmic medicine. I command that only the light of divine love and the truth of my soul's highest destiny be woven into my being. I am the daughter and the mother, the priestess and the serpent, the destroyer of illusions, and the midwife of new worlds. As the sun and moon dance in sacred union, I rise reborn in goddess time, crowned in truth, bathed in power, and anointed in the eternal love of creation. And so it is, and so it shall be. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and powerful new moon and partial solar eclipse in Virgo tomorrow as we continue our journey through the ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step. And keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.